Rebates no longer apply to Tesla chargers, batteries, converters, inverters. All of those things are off the table.
Tesla, the electric vehicle maker owned by Elon Musk, is warning the US government that American exporters could be harmed.
Tesla caught in the crossfire trade wars. The silent plea for relief. Tesla, long celebrated for its bold innovation and global reach, now finds itself navigating turbulent waters due to the trade policies of former U.S. President Donald Trump. The escalating trade tensions between the United States and various countries, particularly China, have placed Tesla in a precarious position. The Trump administration's strict stance on tariffs has not only disrupted international markets, but has also directly impacted companies like Tesla, which rely on a global supply chain for manufacturing and distribution. A recently leaked letter has shed light on the mounting pressure within Tesla. The letter, reportedly addressed to the Trump administration, warns that tariffs will be detrimental to the company and urges a reconsideration of these policies. However, what stands out most is that no one at Tesla dared to sign the letter, reflecting a climate of fear among employees and executives. Fear of reprisal from either the Trump administration or Tesla's own leadership. Why is Tesla worried? To understand Tesla's concerns, one must first grasp the broader context of these trade tensions. Throughout his presidency, Donald Trump adopted a protectionist approach to international trade, imposing high tariffs, especially on China. This policy was designed to push American companies toward domestic production by making foreign imports significantly more expensive. For Tesla, a company deeply invested in the Chinese market and reliant on an international supply chain for vehicle and battery components, these tariffs pose a serious threat. Elon Musk's vision for Tesla has always been global, with manufacturing hubs like the massive Gigafactory in China and production facilities in Europe. However, the imposition of tariffs raises the cost of imported parts, and as an American brand operating in large foreign markets like China, Tesla also faces the risk of retaliatory tariffs. These financial burdens could severely impact the company's profitability and competitiveness. The leaked letter, a plea for relief. According to reports, Tesla's letter to the Trump administration highlights a crucial concern. These tariffs could undermine America's technological leadership and hinder innovation in clean energy and electric transportation. The letter argues that higher tariffs would drive up vehicle costs, weaken Tesla's competitive edge in markets like China, and threaten American jobs. Yet, the most intriguing aspect of this letter is the absence of any signatures. Media sources suggest that Tesla employees were reluctant to sign the document, fearing repercussions. Some worried that their stance might be seen as opposing the Trump administration, while others feared Elon Musk's reaction. Ultimately, the letter was submitted to the White House almost anonymously, which could weaken its impact, as it lacks an official endorsement from Tesla's leadership. The letter also makes specific requests, including tariff exemptions for materials used in electric vehicle battery production, and reduced taxes on vehicles and batteries imported from Tesla's Gigafactory in China. Additionally, it addresses the broader impact of general steel and aluminum tariffs, which have significantly increased the cost of producing Tesla vehicles. The letter warns that these rising costs will inevitably be passed on to American consumers, making Tesla's cars more expensive and slowing the company's growth. Elon Musk's stance on trade policies. Elon Musk has previously expressed support for free trade and has criticized tariffs on imports from Mexico and China, arguing that they would raise production costs. He has also condemned Trump's steel and aluminum tariffs, imposed under the guise of national security, as harmful to companies like Tesla. However, Musk's approach to business remains pragmatic. While he may oppose tariffs, he also understands that companies manufacturing in the U.S. might benefit from certain government incentives. Nevertheless, Tesla's internal leadership and technical teams seem to view these tariffs as a severe threat. The requirement to purchase more expensive American steel or pay high tariffs on Chinese parts directly affects Tesla's pricing, putting the company at a disadvantage in the highly competitive electric vehicle market. Adding to Tesla's troubles is the sharp decline in its European sales, partially attributed to Musk's controversial policies and statements. Despite his efforts to align with the Trump administration, going so far as to showcase Tesla cars on the White House lawn. Tesla's sales trajectory in Europe remains steeply downward. Tesla's future in a world of trade wars. Tesla has made significant strides in global markets, particularly in China, where its Shanghai Gigafactory serves as a key production and export hub. In 2024, Tesla's Model 3 and Model Y vehicles, produced in China, were shipped to Asian and European markets. However, should the U.S. government impose additional tariffs on China, or should China retaliate? Tesla could find itself caught in the middle of a trade war, jeopardizing supply chain and global strategy. Tesla is not alone in its concerns. Many American technology and automotive companies, including giants like Apple and General Motors, have voiced similar complaints about Trump's tariffs. They argue that the added costs will ultimately burden American consumers and hurt U.S. exports. However, the Trump administration remains steadfast in its policies, citing trade deficits and the need to protect American industries. Fear within Tesla, a silent rebellion? The reluctance of Tesla employees to sign the letter reflects deeper anxieties within the company. There is a widespread fear that taking a stance against management or government policy could result in termination. Elon Musk's tough leadership style is well known. His resistance to unionization and the mass layoffs following his Twitter acquisition have reinforced his reputation as a no-nonsense executive. As a result, employees may have felt that signing the letter was too risky, fearing that they could be dismissed for speaking out. Tesla has not issued any official statements regarding the leaked letter, and its media representatives have either declined to comment or given vague responses. Historically, Tesla's legal department has occasionally sent and signed letters on sensitive matters, but this particular letter's political nature has made it especially controversial. Reports suggest that it contains bold criticisms of Trump's policies, including statements like, "Tariffs are stifling American innovation." Such language could provoke a strong reaction from the White House. The bigger picture, a battle for competitiveness. In essence, Tesla's unsigned letter serves as a desperate plea. Please reconsider these tariffs, as they will harm both us and the American consumer. While the electric vehicle revolution has been a source of national pride for the U.S., excessive taxation could undermine the country's leadership in the sector. The mystery of who wrote the letter, why no one dared sign it, and the underlying fears within Tesla are all intriguing questions. However, the core issue remains clear. Trump's aggressive trade policies are putting immense pressure on American technology and automotive companies, with Tesla caught in the middle. As the battle over tariffs continues, Tesla and similar companies must walk a fine line, balancing national policies, international markets, and internal company dynamics.